Today, I want to talk about something deeply personal. This is not advice from a book. This is something my therapist taught me, and it genuinely saved my mental peace. So, I was in a living situation with someone, and for a long time, there was no escape. I couldn't avoid them, I couldn't move away, I couldn't pretend that they didn't exist. Now, this person had a habit of passing comments that were offensive, comments that felt controlling, comments that came from very old, rigid beliefs. And slowly, being in the same space started affecting me. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I had to shrink myself all the time. And that's exhausting. Because if you are not able to be absolutely yourself in your own home, something inside you starts breaking. Now, the relationship wasn't such where I could raise my voice or raise my points. I knew that arguing with them wouldn't help, and I knew explaining also wouldn't help. Because sometimes when you know the person, you just know how they are going to react. I knew that setting boundaries would only make the situation worse. And yet, every comment stayed with me. Every word sat in my head. And naturally, at some point, I had to discuss this with my therapist for my own sanity. That's when my therapist said something that completely changed how I see situations like this forever. She said, yes, this person says absurd things. Their behavior is controlling and problematic. These are given. And yes, all of this is extremely disturbing. But if you cannot escape someone, the only way to survive is to stop giving them psychological importance. So they asked me to think of it this way. Imagine this: a mentally unstable person hurls abuses at you on the road. If someone clearly not in their right mind says something disgusting or misogynistic, do you stop and argue? Do you take it personally? No. Because you instinctively know that this person is not well. So you walk away. So my therapist said, use the same logic here. Outwardly, you remain absolutely polite. You give them the respect that the relationship deserves. But inside your mind, you stop treating their words as the truth. You keep reminding yourself every time in such situations that this person is not emotionally healthy. They are operating from a place of fear, control, unresolved trauma, or some kind of pain, maybe. And here's the most important but difficult part: forgiveness. And I know you must be thinking on that end of the screen, forgive someone who's putting me through pain, who's disturbing my peace of mind. I mean, come on. But think of this: when someone is in physical pain and unwell, sick, have you seen that they sometimes lash out, especially on the people who are taking care of them, treating them well? But at those points, we don't really absorb their anger, do we? Because we know that they are suffering physically. Similarly, emotionally unhealthy people say strange, hurtful, outdated things. All you can do is forgive them, not because what they said is okay, no, but because now you know that they are not capable of better. How do you do this? You stop reacting. You stop explaining. You stop internalizing. You let their words pass through you, not into you. You protect your inner world fiercely while keeping the external environment peaceful. That's tact. What happens then is interesting. They start feeling important enough, yet you feel untouched. They stay calm, you stay sane. Slowly you realize their words no longer dismantle you. Also, let me tell you, you might feel this is weakness. No, it's not. It's strategy, bro. This is how you survive environments that you cannot change yet. So if you are living with someone that you cannot escape, if their words or actions are hurting you, but you know that reacting only makes it worse, remember this: you don't have to win arguments. On surface, it looks like the right thing to do, but it generally isn't the smartest thing to do. You have to just protect your peace. Be kind on the outside, but be impenetrable on the inside. And that is how you stay safe and whole.